Welcome to episode 14 of the Takes from the Logo podcast. I'm Jonah Middleton here with Theo Bob, Connor Hart, and Brian Purdy. And today,
What did you just do, Connor?
that's going to be it for today's episode. We'll hopefully see y'all next week.
Sorry.
This week we have, not this week, because we can't film consistently. This episode we have a really probably our best episode of the year.
Hopefully,
honestly.
When playoffs come around for NBA, though?
That's true. The playoffs may be better, but this is also the best postseason in all of sports.
I'll
every
actually
year.
talk this episode, unlike the NBA playoffs when we're all going to sit there.
If you haven't guessed by now, we're going to be filling out a bracket for March Madness this year. We have never talked college basketball on this podcast before.
for good reason.
We've been
Most of us do not know.
Except for me.
Yes.
Trust.
We're an NBA podcast, but today we're just going to be a basketball podcast. We're going to be filling out a bracket. Quick disclaimer: I only watch Virginia Tech college basketball. I've watched like a couple of other random games this year, but I'm not a hardcore NCAA basketball fan. I'm not watching every game that's on whenever they play. I'm not going to know everything about the 5th seed in the Pac-12, whoever that is. I don't know. But that's kind of what makes
Probably
this fun.
Washington.
And Washington State, actually.
I mean,
Okay, thanks.
we can go
Thanks.
through and explain that Brian's the only one who knows a bunch.
Yeah.
Because
See,
I will tune into a game every maybe once or twice a month. I'll tune into it part of a game, and that's usually happens more when my brother is home because he
Brother.
watches because he goes to college. So a lot of my picks are just like I know a little bit about this team, so I'm gonna pick based off that.
In the past 2 days now, I've done like a bunch of research, but it's not going to end up mattering because nobody's ever going to get a perfect bracket.
Yeah.
Every year.
Except for me, of course.
Okay.
Everyone-
Theo is going to.
It's me. Guys.
yeah, after the Sweet 16. Thought it right now.
Dude, if it happens, you're never gonna hear the end of it.
I know I won't, but it'll be hilarious.
I have a tradition every year where I pick a San Diego State bracket, a Michigan State bracket, and then a random team I like bracket.
I also
It's going to go at least 1 for 3. At the most 1 for 3.
See, we're talking about our experience with college basketball this year. Like the first probably 3/4 of the season, I barely watched anything. I wasn't like even watching Tech games. I'll admit it. I was working or like at my girlfriend's, and then as soon as my parents said that we got tickets to the championship game, I've been just sweating over this 24/7. I watched a lot of the conference tournament.
Where is the championship game?
New Orleans.
NOLA.
Guess who's
Yeah,
going?
Yep, that's what I just said. We're in
Can you
Superdome.
bring us back some food from New
Gumbo.
Orleans?
Can you bring me back like
Some Zion.
a
food?
shirt?
Like
Oh yeah,
Like
you should
something.
buy every person in the friend group
Or I'll like
one item.
I'll straight up Venmo
Zion's
you.
hair, like a baby.
I'll straight up Venmo you like for a shirt or a hat or whatever.
Can you give me
If don't
Zion's
give me
leg?
money.
It's pretty defective anyway.
Give his foot, his injured foot.
He's coming back, bro.
It'd be like a clown shoe, like Connor with 1 foot and Zion's foot.
Can you bring me Zion's busted shoe from the tournament 3 years ago or 2 years ago? Wait, never mind.
3.
Yeah, I was smart.
Let's get started. We're filming this on Tuesday, March 15th. So right now, there's a real thriller going on of Texas A&M, Corpus Christi, and Texas Southern
Hey, bro,
Hey,
Corpus
battling-
Christi's nice.
the battle
Corpus
of-
Christi is
The
nice.
Battle of Texas.
battling for
A Lone
the
Star
16.
battle.
What is happening this
I don't
episode?
know.
Battling for the best Texas team.
It's gonna be just a bunch
excluding,
of
3 others.
It's gonna be a bunch of dumbness, and then me trying to like spit actual facts
Yeah,
in between the dumbness.
I was about to say it's the reverse of a normal episode.
literally.
So yeah, I mean, fortunately, both these teams make it over Texas A&M, which makes me really happy. But let's just get into it. Would y'all rather just go through the round of 64 or go through like West, South?
So how,
East.
Let's actually go like west, south, and go each one because that'll be easier to follow.
now
Okay.
question: how do we want to do this? Do we want to have one person pick an entire like west, east?
No, we just
No,
Or
we'll
we all
talk
I
to
think
each one.
We're
Talk to
gonna
each
go
one.
matchup by matchup, and we'll discuss
Okay,
and
just-
pick winners.
Just making sure, because
All right, let's just start off with the West. We'll go down the left side of the bracket, and we'll switch over to the right. So starting off the West,
I like
Gonzaga,
Georgia State.
Gonzaga versus Georgia State, 1v16.
Georgia State has to travel all the way like from Georgia to I think it's Spokane, Washington.
Okay.
I think they have to go across the country, and Gonzaga has like a little
Portland.
drive.
I know.
Portland, yeah.
Okay, I know this is going to sound really stupid. Is Georgia State in Georgia? I'm asking this because Jacksonville State is not in Florida.
Are you like the white flight reacts, or
No,
are
no.
you being dead serious?
No,
right
I
now?
learned yesterday that Jacksonville State is not in Florida. They're in,
But that's not
Oh, that's
Florida
the-
State.
That's
I know,
That's-
but
There's
so,
other Jacksonville.
So there's a state
There's actually a country
named.
of Georgia.
There's a state.
there's
named
literally
Georgia.
a country
They're
of
in the
Georgia.
country
That's
of
why I
Georgia.
asked.
Yeah, they have to fly across the world.
We
to
don't
get to
let.
a college
I don't.
basketball game.
Dude, there's
That'd be a great clip.
there's
Oh
there's
my
a
God.
Kansas City, Kansas, and there's a Kansas City, Missouri. Okay,
But is there
It's
a
the same city.
is
Though.
there a
It's just in the
Florida City, Georgia, or a Georgia City,
What?
Florida? Like what does that
He
mean?
got lost too.
What does that mean?
There could-
What do you mean by
there
Kansas
could-
City? What is how is
Okay,
that your argument?
they're a 16 seed. If there could be a Georgia State in like Massachusetts for no reason, there's just a city called Georgia.
Okay.
All right. Anyways,
So-
Gonzaga
so-
versus Georgia State, which is in Georgia. 1v16, and
Yeah.
Gonzaga is nowhere close to being as abysmal as a UVA team is. So I'm gonna take Gonzaga there. 16 seeds won't have
Now, really
a
quickly,
game like that again.
I say they had to put Georgia State and they need to put GA to the side just so we know what state they're in. Just like they do with Miami of Ohio. Because it's very confusing.
Georgia State, GA, and then Georgia, GA. Just to make sure. All right.
All right.
Okay, let's
Good
go.
job, Connor.
So Gonzaga. I think we can all agree Gonzaga because
Yeah.
you know.
No. There needs to be no discussion.
We don't-
here.
yeah.
No,
We can go straight down
It's like
to
We'll
that
talk about them
8-9.
in a minute. Sorry.
We can go
All
straight
right.
down to 8-9. It's Boise
Next up.
State versus Memphis.
I got.
I got Memphis.
Dude, Memphis is Penny Hardaway.
I also got Memphis. Memphis is 3-1 against top 25 teams.
They turned their season
Wait, is this
around,
the
right?
They've been
I know
great.
they found their identity eventually. That's what I heard.
Yeah, because they started 9-8, and they also had like a COVID section there in the middle of December, and they finished out. I think looking here, I'm just reading it 10-1, and there's really nothing. I mean, Boise State has done well in the Mountain West. They won it. I mean, I wouldn't say they're definitely not a weak 8 seed. This can definitely go either way, but there's been Boise State's is a poor free throw shooting team. And that is how you lose in March Madness. You do not pick a good free throw shooting team, or you don't pick a bad free throw shooting team to go far, because they will get into a close game like this one will be, and sell the bag. And I think Penny Hardaway can get them through the rest of it. Landers Nolly too.
Which team is it that's been the best in clutch time? Is it like Providence or somebody? It's
No,
something weird.
no.
It's
Oh wait,
someone
no.
No, they probably have, actually.
Providence actually has.
in close
Never
games,
mind.
but then
They
get blown
either
out.
they
Yeah,
either
that's
get blown
Providence.
out or win a close game.
Yeah.
But we'll get to them later.
Sorry.
So we'll go with Memphis there. I had Boise State in mind, but I think that can go either way. It's 8-9, so
It's
it
Memphis,
really doesn't
yeah.
matter.
Mhm.
UConn, New Mexico State, 5 versus 12.
I got New Mexico State.
I also got New Mexico State.
I
I
think
will
this is
say-
one of the
yeah.
more popular upsets.
Mhm.
I had that.
It's that UConn does have like a history of going pretty far in the tournament, but I don't know. I'm feeling New Mexico State.
I'm
for
thinking
sure.
UConn is going to be. They're either going to lose first round or they're going to make it to the Elite Eight. They're insanely inconsistent.
They either win
and-
the national title or they get completely bounced.
Exactly. And Connecticut and New Mexico State are both teams that don't really shoot the 3-ball well, and they rely on interior defense and rebounding. And New Mexico State has switched up from 2-3 man, 1-3-1. They can run any type of defense depending on what team they face. And I think they can get into a low 2-3 and just absolutely clamp Connecticut's big man. And New Mexico State is also bigger than Connecticut too. I think looking here, I think both of their guards are above 6'4".
They get a
6'5".
lot of rebounds too.
Yeah.
Supersized backcourt.
Plus, what is their logo? Looks like
Oh boy.
a cowboy probably beats a husky. So I think that validates the
Valid.
upset.
The Aggie beats the Husky.
See,
The real Aggies, not A&M.
The relevant Aggies.
Yeah. All right. Do we want to move on to Arkansas, Vermont? This
Yes.
one.
Yeah, I think so, because I mean, when
Vermont.
New Mexico State also, they've beaten Davidson by 12 and Washington State by 3. They don't really have any like super bad losses, and I don't think Connecticut's a bad team. I think it's just a terrible matchup against a very similar team that's just better at that specific criteria.
Yep. Sorry.
All right. Arkansas, Vermont. Connor says Vermont. I got Arkansas. I'm
I
pretty
got
high.
Arkansas.
I'm
I
pretty
got
high on
Vermont.
Arkansas.
I got Vermont.
Arkansas
Ooh, okay, this is gonna be
chokes
tough.
in every single sport. They are not.
They've been good at March Madness football. I love Arkansas. I think Arkansas is a great team, but Vermont is historically amazing. They ran through the America East, no problem. I know it's the America East. They did have UMBC to come out of the America East, though. Our favorite team. And Vermont, I think they won like each one of their conference tournament games by like 30.
Oh yeah, they had the
I think-
highest margin of victory from conference winner of all time.
Exactly, and they can shoot the lights out of any building. They only lost to Providence by 10 earlier in the year.
But here's the thing, Brian. You were talking about this earlier at school. Arkansas scores a lot more as a team. Like I would think I was looking earlier when I was trying to make a bracket, but I didn't really. I was trying. It didn't really happen. They have like 4 players that score in double digits, I think.
which is what I like. Yeah.
And then Vermont has like 2 good guys, and the rest are like 7 points and under or something.
Hey, stars and bums, bro.
And so,
Yeah, it was a
In
Brian
college-
Davis and Ben Shengu. Ben Shengu is so dirty. Oh my gosh. But no, yeah, I agree with that. Which, I mean, to be fair, like that can be if you have a star with the if you have a lot of good like how Tech is with like a bunch of like 10 points per game scorers where they can go off on any given day, you're gonna make it deep in the tournament. But if you have a few star players that might give you one game of their life 30 points, you can get that first round upset. And Vermont doesn't even need that. Looking here. Their opponent, I mean, I know they're playing in the America East, but they allow an average of 60 points a game.
They also haven't beaten anybody that's been. I mean, the 2 teams that they've played that are Power 5 are Providence and Maryland. They both lost those by double digits.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of high on Arkansas. I don't really have a specific reason, but after trying to learn a little bit about their team, I like the way that they do things. So I think in this situation, we're just basically going to flip a coin.
All right.
We're going to go.
Actually,
Each
no.
time we have
Actually,
a
no. What I'm
tie.
gonna do? I'll switch to Arkansas.
Okay.
I've been split on it for a while, but I think Eric Musselman has gotten Arkansas to the Elite Eight multiple times, and I know there's been a lot of trouble with the NCAA and getting players and getting teams to the games. I know we'll talk about that later when we get to Colorado State, but Arkansas has got to go up to New York to play Vermont, which is like a few-hour drive. So it's somewhat like a home game for Vermont.
But I mean,
But-
how much is that?
Yeah, I think
What is a home game for Vermont?
Vermont
compared to an away game for Arkansas.
Vermont could have beaten any other 4 seed except for Arkansas. Like
I don't
you
think
could
we get Illinois. Providence, yes. UCLA,
Maybe.
I don't know.
I mean,
I think Arkansas is maybe their second best shot, but I'm also just high on Arkansas.
Like I'm saying, Arkansas was going to win it the entire time. Like I've been saying all along, these guys have been skating.
It's been a wild episode for you. All right, I think if we have a tie, we're just going to rotate
Oh, no,
around the table,
Brian
picking
said
heads or tails.
Brian said he.
yeah, no, I flipped Arkansas, but I'm saying for the future.
Heads or
He's
tails.
flipping. He's
What?
No, I flipped to Arkansas. Remember?
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Arkansas. Next, we've got a 6-seed Alabama in a play-in game going against a team that's going to be the winner of a play-in game. It's going to be Rutgers or Notre Dame. Do we want to just predict the play-in winner and then?
it should be Notre Dame, right?
I got Rutgers. Notre Dame has not
I
proven
also-
anything to me yet.
Yeah,
Notre Dame shouldn't even. I don't even. You can make a case that Notre Dame shouldn't even be in the tournament. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, A&M is better than them.
I thought they were last 4 out until the last second they got in. I was kind of surprised by that.
Yeah, I really don't think they've done much. And I could make
Do we
a case
think
less than you.
Bama beats both those teams, or does Rutgers give them
I think
trouble?
Rutgers- I think
Rutgers wins is what I.
Bama does Rutgers. Yeah, if
So
Notre
we're gonna
Dame
go with
wins,
Rutgers winning.
Alabama's got it. But I think Rutgers is.
I'm just
win
going to say Notre
Okay.
Dame wins and then gets bounced by Bama. So that's
Okay, so we'll go with Rutgers winning that one. Next, we got 3 Texas Tech, 14 Montana State. I got Texas Tech.
they've gone
It's
far.
pretty.
Yeah,
As much as I want to call the
Yeah.
upset,
Montana State is good. Xavier Bishop is absolutely insane, and he can. If Montana State gets really hot, you could see him being the Cinderella story, the Max Acemus of last year. But Texas Tech's defense is just too
Yeah.
good.
That's why
I love Montana State in maybe any other situation, just not against that defense.
I beef with Texas Tech because of Jarrett Colfer, but
It's always about the Wolves.
Hey,
See
dude,
what
Bro's
we do?
always got to bring
It's
the
always about the Wolves.
Bro's got to bring the Wolves into a March Madness bracket.
Everything.
Hey Connor, who you got?
No,
The
no, no,
Wolves
no,
or
no.
Gonzaga?
Kentucky
All right. This one, I think this is going to be one of the more popular.
upset.
I don't know if I'd say it's an upset, but we got 7 Michigan State, number 10 Davidson. I picked Davidson in mine. I really think go either way.
I picked Michigan State because
Okay.
Tom Izzo is a very good coach, and they're never gonna like stop giving effort. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
like Bingham's been really nice too. Their big name.
I mean, Michigan State isn't anything special this year, but Tom Izzo is Tom Izzo, and I can see him just at least getting him through a few games. But also one thing that I do see happening, Foster Lawyer from Davidson, transferred from Michigan State.
Oh.
This is his revenge tour. He's dropping 35 on Michigan State. I got Davidson moving
They've
on.
got
He might drop 35, but he's still taking that L because it's Thomas. Oh baby, give me Michigan
are
State.
we? Ooh.
We're split.
No, let's do random number.
I'll take one.
I thought we were starting with Brian.
Oh,
Brian
Brian.
didn't. All right,
True,
heads
true.
or tails?
Tails.
There's one headed, so tails.
Tails
All
never
right.
fails.
Okay, wait. I don't
Tails
know how
never
that works.
fails.
Okay.
In honor of Noah.
I don't know.
Oh, I think it's just not changing. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with heads. You pick tails,
Yeah,
Yeah, I picked Tails.
and who did you pick to win?
Davidson.
Davidson. All right, we'll go Michigan State.
Woo!
All right.
And let's finish out the first round and
I-
pick Duke. All
I-
right.
number
moving
two,
on.
Duke,
just-
CSU,
I just want the
Florida.
Michigan State Duke rematch. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Ooh, I didn't even pick.
Oh shoot! I picked CSU. Let me change that.
All right. Any debates against Duke?
No.
No.
Okay. All right.
Other than
so
Tech is better.
round of 32. We've got number 1 Gonzaga, number 9 Memphis. I've got the Zags.
Memphis is still extremely underrated, but this is Zags don't lose here. They're going to lose to more physical teams, and Memphis is not that guy.
Yeah,
Oh, are we just
More
going
physical
through
team,
like?
We're going
Yeah,
through
in
like
each region.
and we're gonna go to the front. Yeah. I'm not even gonna meme against Gonzaga. They're
Yeah.
so good.
I got Gonzaga.
All right.
It feels like it's
Still overrated, but
They have
yeah.
Timmy.
in 15 years they'll still be insane. Like they'll just have every year. It doesn't matter who they have.
They've got Drew Timmy's just in the back,
And they have Chet.
just
They have Chet.
cloning him.
All right.
They have the toothpick himself, Chet.
Number 12 New Mexico State against number 4 Arkansas. I got Arkansas.
I got
here.
Arkansas.
Give me New
Again,
Mexico State, baby.
I'm high on Arkansas, but we're going to go 3-1 there.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think if Arkansas can get past Vermont, Arkansas is going far. Like
Yeah.
once they get the ball rolling, once they get hot, because that's what I was worried about after the loss in the SEC tournament. I was worried they're going to start getting cold, and Vermont could take advantage of that because they're one of, if not the hottest team in the country.
Yeah.
But because we got Arkansas moving on, I got to chalk it up.
My logic is that there is no way the top 4 seeds are getting out of this, and I feel like New Mexico State is the most likely to upset.
Oh no, there'll be one later. Trust me, there'll be one later.
Yeah, I don't
Don't
think,
worry about
I
it.
don't know if this is
No,
the
we're
best-
not chalking it. We're
I
not
don't think
chalking
this
it.
is the best region for like
upsets.
upsets.
I know, but
I think I think the East and Midwest is where you're going to see a lot of them. But let's move
Mhm.
on to
yeah, but the difference is, has there ever been a time where all 4 of the top teams?
no.
have
But I
gotten
mean,
here?
has there ever been a time where
Oh,
somebody's
yeah, there's been
predicted
1,
the
2, 3, and
bracket
4.
accurately?
1, 2, 3, and 4 have gotten in multiple times.
All right, let's just move on.
Okay.
Number 11 Rutgers, who we pick over Notre Dame against number 3 Texas Tech. I think Texas Tech defense is going to take them really far.
Mhm.
this
I
year.
think Texas Tech
Defense
wins,
wins championships, especially in March.
Especially yeah. All right, number 7 Michigan State, number 2 Duke. This I could see being a really, really close game, and I'm going to take Duke as the better team, but I think this is probably where their success is going to run out.
I have
I-
Michigan State winning.
I'm taking MSU too.
Okay.
That's
I
3-1.
like it.
But, I mean,
Duke getting ratio.
The thing is-
Coach K's last season would be funny.
I don't know. It's hard. Like Izzo also, like they are going to play good defense with Izzo. They will. It's like if you don't play good defense with Izzo there, you're getting taken out in a second.
Yeah. It's like Duke is not motivated at all. We saw that in the Tech game. They did not come out of that halftime locker room motivated, and Tech took advantage. Michigan State, like under Thomas, they're still going to be competing. They're still going to be going hard the entire time. They haven't. Michigan State still got something to prove. They're a 7 seed, and what was it?
Also, you know who got hot for Michigan State in their last game?
Mhm.
Hogard.
How do you know so
Hogard,
much about Michigan State?
because my
Duke.
girlfriend is a Michigan State fan.
Wow.
All right.
And I mean, because I was looking here,
No,
Duke. Michigan State started beginning of the year where it is in one of the top teams in the nation, and then they got cold for like that January, February, March stretch, and then picked it up in late March, and that's why I think that they're better than their 7 seed indicates.
All right, so moving to the Sweet 16, we've got number 1 Gonzaga against number 4 Arkansas. Starting off,
Zaga.
if Gonzaga is going to lose, I think this is the earliest that it happens, and
It's
I want to pick Arkansas here.
I'm doing it too. I'm doing it too.
I have Gonzaga
I'm not voting
just
against.
because, like, they're
Alright.
always so good.
Can I convince
They're
you really
always so
quick before
good.
you randomize? Timmy is the equivalent of James Pierce.
You're not going to convince
And
me.
there's
That's
no
not
way that
because I want
James
it to be
Pierce
split.
will ever lose a game that matters.
See, the thing is with Arkansas is so physical. Eric Musselman runs his team like that. Gonzaga has not had to deal with it. Chet Holmgren cannot keep up with a physical team.
You say this, but he shoots like 20% better than the average person.
Okay, but imagine if he's getting face
But
guarded
shooting
the
is
entire
actually,
time.
yeah.
He's going to get face guarded the entire time. Okay, Drew Timmy might have 20-something. Don't matter. They have nobody else. They don't have Jalen Suggs. They don't have any other guard play to keep up for it. They don't have any guard play to defend Arkansas as like all-American guards.
My argument against Gonzaga is that they're going to have to play this Arkansas defense, we think, based on what we've said. If they win this game, they're going to have to play the Texas Tech defense. So that's 2 back-to-back games that they're going to have to play great defensive teams. This doesn't necessarily apply to this matchup, but this is why I could see them not being a Final Four team and peaking at the Elite Eight. But I'll stick with Arkansas for right now just so we can go to the generator.
Also, Brian, you were saying that, like, Chet will get locked up and then Timmy might drop a lot.
Mhm.
And then besides that, like, what else? But they have other scorers.
I think,
Yeah,
I think
other
one of their
scorers.
bigs still has a good game.
Yeah,
too.
one of their big is still going to have a good game. Like, this is not an easy decision. But I'm saying that they're not going to have both of them going off. Drew Timmy might still go off, but Chet won't. And I'm looking at here. I mean, Gonzaga did beat Texas Tech by 14 earlier this year, like near the beginning of the year. But that's because Texas Tech's defense isn't as physical as Arkansas. That's one thing. That's what I think is Gonzaga's kryptonite is physical, tough, down-to-the-wire games that they haven't had to deal with much at all
There's going to be
this
a lot
entire
of diversity
season.
for them.
And I think that's the main reason why Gonzaga has not won a championship yet.
What's Arkansas shoot from 3?
I don't know. I don't know if it
They're
shows.
a half decent shooting team.
I know they average about 77 points a game. Their biggest weakness, lack of size, poor perimeter shooting. I mean, the lack of size isn't like necessarily supposed to like. That's not how they're going to stop bigs. They're going to stop bigs by being physical and making them uncomfortable.
All right,
Trying
I can
to-
take going either way. Let's wrap up this side of the bracket, though.
Okay.
Sorry.
Or try to. No, we're fine. All right, heads or tails?
I choose heads.
Heads.
Thanks for choosing for Connor. It's tails, so we're going to go Arkansas.
Okay.
Arkansas is going to pull off the
L
upset
bracket.
here.
Don't make me pick
Um,
between Texas.
All right, Texas Tech, Michigan State. I've got Texas Tech defense again.
Don't make me
Texas Tech's just a better
Texas
team.
Tech.
I think you're a little high on Michigan State.
I'd
They're
love-
not the
I-
same
I-
Michigan State team that we've
They're
seen.
not.
I'd
I know,
love to
but-
see Michigan State win, but Texas Tech.
Please
is
don't
gonna
make me
win.
do a Texas Tech versus Arkansas final.
Well, that's where we're
Elite
at.
Eight, bro.
We're gonna go ahead and make that decision. Send our first team to the Final Four. Texas Tech, Arkansas, 3-4 matchup. I'm gonna take Texas Tech here. I think they're just the better team of the two.
I mean,
Similar play styles, but I'll take Texas
I
Tech here.
originally had Gonzaga beating Arkansas, so at this point, I'll take Texas Tech too.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they go.
No,
far
I like
every-
that.
They go far every year.
And oh my God, what's his name? Chris Beard. Chris Beard always finds a way to bring Texas Tech deep in tournaments.
Me when Chris Beard coaches for Texas.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
dumb. Oh, I'm so dumb.
Yeah, you don't, dude.
But no,
Does
this actually proves
And
something
then
about
there's-
Texas Tech. It's their defensive system and their assistant coaches, who I think he's their head coach now, but he basically ran their defense last year.
Yeah.
And their defense hasn't fallen off.
But they still run the same trap defense.
All right, let's move divisions.
All right, that's gonna wrap up
The West.
our west side of the bracket.
West Side.
All right, moving on to the east side of the bracket. Let's just start off with 116 Baylor, Norfolk State. I'm gonna go with the local pick here and pick Norfolk. No,
Agree with that.
actually, I like Baylor a little bit more. Just
Baylor's been bad recently.
I got Baylor by a point.
I-
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'll take Baylor.
You'll pick the spread.
Yeah. All right, North Carolina Marquette. This one's kind of interesting. 8-9 matchup. I have North Carolina. I think they've got a couple more guys on their team than Marquette does that I feel like are going to be high impact in terms of their team. It could go either way. I'm just more familiar with North Carolina's team this year than I am Marquette.
I've
I
got
like
Marquette.
I also got Marquette because
All right.
I've gone through. They're 6-6 versus top 25 teams. They are battle tested. They are ready for this. So you got Shaka Smart, who's
Yes.
now the coach of Marquette.
Who's gotten far in the tournament before with Texas and VCU.
Exactly, and this team is really fast, and I don't think UNC will be able to keep up with this fast-paced Marquette team.
All right.
UNC beat Duke, and that was like their validation. But Tech also beat Duke, so I don't know how impressive. Hey, it's impressive, but I don't know how impressive.
Smoking that Duke
I
pack.
think it's real impressive. All right, let's move on. We got 5 St. Mary's, who I'm kind of high on for no reason this year.
No, honestly,
And then number 12, it's either going to be Wyoming or Indiana. I got Indiana winning this game pretty easy.
Wyoming should barely even be in the NIT.
I like the.
That's a lie, but still.
I like Indiana against St. Mary's.
I got Indiana beating St. Mary's.
I got St. Mary's.
I don't know.
I could very easily see Indiana taking over this game, though.
I definitely can see it.
Flip that coin.
No, we're going with Indiana. I'm gonna go with
You're
Indiana.
taking Indiana.
So
I mean,
Indiana's going to take it over St.
it's
Mary's.
going to be a very close game, but again, I think a problem with those mid-major West Coast teams is they just haven't been in those type of games since the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And Indiana has been through so much in the Big Ten already. So.
All right, our next matchup, Theo is really excited about this one. Number 4 UCLA versus number 13 Akron.
So UCLA, they went very far last year. Do we care? No. Give me Akron. Give me Akron.
Theo's got the zips. I'm gonna take UCLA.
I'm gonna
They're a
take
better
so
team than they were
UCLA.
If
last
you
year.
don't have one, just
One.
blasphemous upset. What are you doing?
Oh, we'll have some blast.
Akron's winning. Akron's winning. That's
Oh,
the blasphemous
we-
upset.
I
That's
have
what it
logic
is.
behind UCLA.
Yeah.
The Zips somehow got into Bengals NCAA football. Like he got into their final or the NCAA championship bracket or like the college football bracket.
Oh, well, UCLA going all the way. Are you serious?
And then they got
Why is it in
bounced.
discussion?
So I don't trust the Zips because of a fictional video game made in 2013.
All right, so we'll go
And also-
UCLA with that one.
Plus,
But
it's
Akron-
UCLA.
Akron-
Theo,
Why would
Theo,
we?
that's
Why would we go
awesome.
UCLA with that one?
Akron is a very
You didn't let me
Akron's
pick.
still a very good team though. They popped off in the MAC, beating like teams like Toledo and Kent State, who have been insane all year.
Hey Theo, if you flip on Vermont, in the previous bracket,
No.
I'll flip on UCLA.
Yeah, we'll just go for. Okay. Yeah, let's just mess up other bracket
Yeah. I really
because
don't like
this
Arkansas.
episode needs to be even
I
longer.
really don't like Arkansas, bro.
All right, next up, this one. This is where I've gotten upset. I don't know why this is my upset.
We're
pick.
totally not biased.
definitely
at all.
not biased.
No bias.
Number 6 Texas versus number 11 Virginia Tech. I've actually got some reasoning as to why I think Tech wins this.
I can also back it up. so
Aside from the fact that I've grown up wanting to go there and will be there in August, I think we match up well with Texas. Texas runs a defensive scheme that focuses a lot on getting big men on the baseline and trapping them. And I think with the team that Tech has, they have Justin Mutz and Keve Aluma, who are great playmaking bigs. Aluma showed that in the ACC championship game. He had 7 assists. Mutz has been our leader in assists for the whole season. And so I think with the shooters that we have around them, playing against a defense that wants to trap them on the block and force us to kick out to the shooter actually is perfect for our team. It allows our big men to get involved, do what they need to do playmaking wise, and then it's going to give us opportunities for shooters like Hunter Couture, Storm Murphy, Darius Maddox, and all the other guys that we have on that team to really pop off. So I've got Tech with the upset. I think this is one of the more popular upset picks, especially with how hot they
If
are.
Couture just doesn't miss again, then yeah.
In my bracket, I have Tech winning. But I was also telling Brian at school today, if I'm putting money on it, I'm taking Texas. But
We bet
sometimes
$5.
you choose the less likely team in March Madness just because it happens sometimes. And I think it's more of like a 40 to 60% chance for Texas to win to me. So
I think that's fair.
So that's
Yeah.
why I'm like,
No, it is. It's just the one thing I love about Tech is also you talk about them trapping the sidelines. Aluma and Mutz also love to go middle, and Mutz is never. Texas also does not have the size that would be needed to just absolutely shut down Tech's bigs.
Yes.
And
Texas also has been very questionable offensively. And with a Chris Beer team, they're going to be more defensive oriented. But offensively, they haven't put it together as much as people thought they would in the preseason. And I mean, I think this is a Tech team that, based on the defensive scheme that Texas is going to run, we're not going to have to worry about our defense. It's more so, can our offense do the job it needs to do and keep up with their defense? So it's going to be our offense versus their defense. And I think just based on the scheme they run, I've got our offense pulling that.
I mean,
but I'm biased.
I like I said, I still like that. I mean, Texas does have the experience. They have like 7 seniors that they run in their rotation, which could come back to kill us with us. I mean, we do have seniors and stuff in our on our team, but we don't. Texas has more like tournament experience than we do, and again, when I'm trying to think about the matchups. You got your tall. I forget how tall the biggest center is on.
Did you say he was 6'9"?
On Texas? I think he was, or something like that. He's like the same height as Luma, and then it goes down to like the same. They're like the same size as us with 6'7" forward, going up against Russell Mutzbrook.
Russell Mutzbrook.
In order to stop Justin Mutz, you have to be taller and stronger, or
Much
like
stronger.
or similar, and he's not that.
Mutz is also
not that.
extremely athletic and guards 1 through 5
Mhm.
very well. So I've got Tech. You
Gokies.
Yep.
Tech. Brian's Tech. Screw you, Theo.
I have Tech in my bracket, so
I have
Yeah.
Virginia Tech, the next great ACC wrap.
screw you. I'm not doing it.
All right. Number 3, Purdue versus number 14, Yale.
Yale,
I've got Purdue, but
Ivy League.
Yale causes problems.
Yale
Causes
wear 'em
problems,
out.
but Purdue's too good.
I've got Purdue pretty easily. I'm
To
not gonna lie.
quote the 2010 or to quote the 2010 Kentucky men's basketball team, this is a basketball game, not a spelling bee. I will not be taking the Ivy League teams. Yes.
All right, next we've got, this is actually one of the more interesting matchups.
I
Love
especially in the
this
first
matchup
round.
so much. Oh my
Number
God.
7, Murray State, and number 10, San Francisco. 2 dominant mid-major programs from this season. San Francisco plays spectacular defense. Murray State has been absolutely dominant. They are 30-2.
And spectacular all around.
Yeah.
Beat Memphis earlier this year, by the way.
I'm staying out of this one because I really cannot decide. Y'all can that way.
I've
it'll
got
be a
Murray
tie.
State.
I've got Murray State.
I also have Murray State
All right.
just because I mean they're again a very physical team. I like physical teams, physical offensive oriented teams in this tournament because they're going to wear other teams down. I mean, first round doesn't matter as much, but later on when teams are starting to get gas from 2-3 games or back-to-back games. And again, San Francisco's defense, it's great, but it hasn't proven. It's not 100% proven that they're going to be able to just shut down Murray State's guards again.
I think the selection committee also kind of did both these teams a favor, putting them against each other, and I'm perfectly fine with it.
I
'cause
would have rather had Murray State against Miami if I'm a Murray State fan, honestly.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I would have.
I think this
Honestly.
will be a super entertaining matchup. This is one of the games I'm more excited to watch.
This is
Obviously, they're close in seeds, but I think just you get 2 dominant mid-majors from this season. It's going to be really interesting. But I got Murray State just because of their record against teams at that caliber.
Hey Brian, question: which team could better defend your post hook?
Probably Purdue and that 7'6" Asian guy, Ivy.
No,
Yeah,
he's,
Not or Evie.
he's 7'4".
7'4". What did I say? 7'6".
Yes, he's an issue.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
he
he's-
averages 15 points a game.
Let's go,
I mean, it's also like 19
Boilermakers!
minutes a game.
It's in
yeah.
19 minutes. He averages 15 points a game.
7'4".
Okay, but he's got to get tired then. If he
No,
doesn't.
that's
no,
why
we'll
he
come back.
averages
That
19
we'll come
minutes.
back. Let's just move on and
Alright.
pick Kentucky and finish the
Kentucky,
first round.
St. Peter's, we got Kentucky.
Sorry.
Baylor Marquette 1 versus 9.
Give me Shaka Smart.
Give me
Having
Marquette,
Marquette,
baby!
I've got
Go.
Baylor.
I have Marquette.
Yes.
Okay, we'll go with Marquette there.
Again,
Big upset.
I love Baylor. I love Baylor. I think Baylor is overhated.
They don't have
But-
a point guard, do they?
They have a Jinko, who's top 100.
I know
prospect.
that. Are they missing someone though?
I
feel like-
don't believe.
I
No,
remember-
they are. They are.
There's someone's out with a foot injury.
Yeah, their center Jonathan
Maybe.
Tuchamawa Tachachua.
What?
May have butchered the pronunciation
All
there.
right.
But they do have Flo Thamba though.
Both
Okay.
The guy from the Check West song.
That's pretty awesome.
Bro, I don't want to talk about him after he dropped 25 on my team, bro.
So Marquette is going to upset the number 1 seed Baylor in the round of 32.
Yep.
Next game up, we've got number 4 UCLA versus number 12
Before
Indiana.
before we actually decide about this, I'm just saying I have Akron beating Indiana.
Thank you, Theo.
It
Thank you for that
might not
quality
be in
input.
it on our
You
takes
mean-
from the
you
logo.
mean
not in the
UCLA?
collective
You mean
bracket.
UCLA?
No,
you mean
in my bracket I have Akron
Akron.
beating Indiana.
Okay.
That's,
Thank you.
Theo is a
Mr.
very big
Akron.
fan of the Zips.
We need to get you like a
Your
zip
average
sweatshirt.
zip enthusiast.
He's hitting it for all the Zip fans.
I've got UCLA over Indiana.
I have
Mhm,
UCLA.
for sure.
Okay.
UCLA.
I guess I'll choose UCLA because that's in place of Akron.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Oh, I scrolled up.
But Akron's taking it.
no.
All right. Number 11, Virginia Tech. Number 3, Purdue.
Dude, Purdue
I'm
is so
sorry,
good.
Dude,
I'm biased.
I
I've
don't
got
know.
Tech.
I genuinely don't know.
I'm sorry.
Let me explain to you why I've got Tech.
Well,
Okay.
And then I'll counter
Number
explain.
one.
Theo, let me
Tech
talk.
for some
Number
reason.
1, most importantly, I'm very biased. Number 2, Purdue does not play any defense whatsoever.
That is true.
They're a high-scoring team, especially with Jaden Ivey. But I think we can keep up with them offensively as a unit, and I trust more in an NCAA tournament. I trust the team that's going to get points from the team standpoint rather than from Jaden Ivey, who's spectacular by all means, but Jaden Ivey, and then obviously their big man apparently, who was an absolute monster.
7'4", yeah.
Also, they're shooters.
That's the thing. Purdue has amazing shooters, top in the nation.
That's what I was saying to Brian.
There have 3 players that shoot around.
It was like there was
around 40%.
Purdue has
from
pedigree too. I feel like they go pretty decent. They do pretty decent every year.
They usually get to the Sweet 16,
16.
Elite 8, but they do have 3 players that shoot like high 30s, low 40s% from 3. But there is one, and also with that guy 7'4" Evie. I mean, Aluma is not scared to go against big men. He's not. We saw that against Williams in the Duke game. So I think there is a chance that we could get him in foul trouble. But I think that there's just so many problems that he could create unless we start playing like Ojiako or something, which we haven't really done all season, or not much at least. We do it in emergency situations, and this might be an emergency. This is an emergency.
Here's the thing. Purdue
National crisis.
has a guy that shoots 47% from 3, a guy that shoots 44, 42, and 43.
Who's at 47?
Those are 4 players that shoot 47% is Hunter Jr. I don't know what his first name is.
Looks like he's trying to copy
Eric
Hunter. Who can shoot the rock.
Eric Hunter Jr.
Oh,
So
Hunter
those
Jr.,
are-
he's good.
Those
I'm
are
pretty sure he's
those
got
are 4
big
guys
boards.
that shoot. There's 42% of 43, 44, and 47, and then you have the big man. So how for the 19? It's not that long. It's about 19 minutes a game. But when he's in for 19 minutes, I just don't see how Tech crashes the boards enough,
He'll play more than that in
and
the tournament, too.
also defends the 3-point.
See,
How do you do both when he's in the game?
my thought process is Aluma will be on him, right? I mean, Aluma is a pretty decent rebounder, and Mutz is strong enough to at least try to push him out some. But at that point, you have one guy that's left open. At that point, from the 3, I think if we can get Aluma can get a good body on Evie, and Mutz can just run in from wherever he is and just play a lot. I think we're gonna have to play a lot of help defense off of the weak side. And another thing that I've been looking at, statistically, no team that has been in the top 20 offensively and then the bottom 120 defense, or top 20 offensively and bottom 120 defensively, has made it to the Final 4, and only one time have they made it to the Elite 8.
How many times?
One time they made it to Elite 8. And I love Purdue, and I still think they're a very good team. But I think the main reason why Tech is going to lose this game is because it is 2 days after the Texas game. We're not going to be able to get great schemes against Purdue. Mike Young's not going to have time. If we were playing this game the following week, I would give it to Tech. But because we're not going to have time to scheme against Evie, and I don't think there's really anybody on our team that's athletic enough to keep up with Ivy, we can't just straight up go into the game and just outplay them. So I got Purdue.
When I heard you say emergency option, Jonah, as the only way to defend Jaden Ivey, I'm not going with that.
That's one thing.
I never said emergency option.
Yes, you did.
No, I said emergency option
Sorry,
against
you
Evie.
did.
No, it was Evie
Against the
because
big.
against the big, if Aluma gets in foul trouble or if we need to sit Aluma. And we put in Ojiako, who I have not seen much of this season, but he has played a few minutes.
Purdue, yeah. Purdue's just good.
All the shooters also fit well around Jaden Ivey.
Yes.
Like that's a really good fit.
This team is just so good. They're the best 3 seed in the tournament. I don't care, but also they're not going to make a big tournament run
Give me the
because
chicken factory, baby. Let's go.
What?
The chicken, Purdue chicken.
Oh, I hate
I
you.
wrote
I
that.
hate you so
Yeah.
much, Connor. I hate you. Okay,
Murray State, Kentucky. Matchup of Kentucky.
Kentucky.
I'm gonna take Kentucky to win it
Dude, Murray State's
Mhm.
gonna
in the interstate
Yeah.
rivalry.
Yeah, no, because this game is going to come down to the wire, I think, because Murray State's going to play with more heart than Kentucky will, but Murray State is undersized, and they're not going to be able to stop Sheboy.
Yeah.
From watching Sheboy
Yeah.
at West Virginia,
Yeah.
nasty.
All right, moving on to the
Wait, we still
Elite-
have to go.
Yeah, we got the Elite Eight.
Elite Eight, Marquette, UCLA to start off. I'm gonna take UCLA in this one. I think Marquette's magic runs out here
Oh, wait, this is
in
Sweet
this
16.
scenario.
This is Sweet 16.
Am I tripping?
Yeah, Sweet 16.
No, you're right. My fault.
Give me Marquette.
Give me
baby.
Marquette.
No,
I got
UCLA. UCLA.
Hey,
Easily.
look
Okay, but
line.
just keep in mind that I have Akron here. So just
Some,
keep that in mind.
some team is making a run, and why can't it be Marquette?
Do you have Akron
Because
going to the Final
Marquette
Four?
has-
I have Marquette beating
Hey,
Akron.
Jonah.
Oh,
here.
okay.
Akron
Yeah.
makes it to the six weeks.
Heads.
I gotta pick.
I
heads
can't
or
speak.
tails.
Oh, wait, you-
Sweet 16.
By the way, Marquette lost to UCLA earlier this year by 11.
Okay.
Just like to put that out
It's
there.
gonna be. They're gonna win by 11.
By the way, UCLA is the better team.
They
Alright.
also did all this last year.
Now I
Anything
feel like
is
there's
possible.
pressure. All right,
anything is possible.
I gotta pick heads or tails.
You're
I
gonna make
pick
the wrong
heads, you
decision.
pick tails.
All right, tails. God damn.
Are you serious? Marquette.
Marquette is going to the
Why?
Elite Eight.
This
And
is
are
that
they
is
gonna
so
play-
stupid.
Are they going to play number 2 Kentucky or number 3
Kentucky, Purdue is going to run out.
Kentucky,
They can't.
Yeah, Kentucky.
I had Purdue, but it's fair. Definitely fair
And-
to pick Kentucky.
And Kentucky over Marquette. I can't.
Okay, I think
I'm
so.
fine
Kentucky,
with,
we're
I'm
sitting
fine with
Kentucky in the
picking
Final
Kentucky.
Four.
Yes.
because
I could
John
see
Calipari.
Purdue pulling something off. I'm still favoring Kentucky.
Mhm. I
But
gotta
Kentucky has
favor the
struggled
statistics.
against some of the better teams that they've played. And that's why I think Purdue can give them a little bit of a fight. But I'll take Kentucky.
Are you talking about
here.
Kentucky struggling?
Yeah, I think so. I could be remembering the wrong. team.
They
Again,
beat
I'm not-
Kansas by 18, split LSU. They
LSU's
lost to
not that great.
They lost to Arkansas by 2, swept Bama, beat North Carolina by
Forgot
29.
I had Purdue in my final.
Didn't they have some games against Tennessee that they struggled though? I think they lost twice to Tennessee. But Tennessee,
They're
is an
they're
enti-
1 and 2 against Tennessee,
Okay.
but I'm not.
Tennessee's an entirely different team than Purdue.
And
So I'll take
Tennessee is
Kentucky.
also way better than like teams like that.
All right. So
Okay.
Kentucky's going to our Final Four, and that's going to do it for the East. All right, we're going to hit the South Conference now.
This
I've
one's
got-
the interesting one, right?
No, that's the
Sorry,
Midwest.
that's the Midwest.
Yeah. I've got Arizona obviously winning first round.
Yeah, Arizona. Even
Yeah.
though Bryant is the best 16 seed here, and if there's going to be an upset, it's going to be Bryant. They got some white forward that is just nasty. Which
All right.
I can see this game being close.
Brian,
I'm taking Arizona.
According to Brian, there are
I'm taking Arizona.
85 million
Bold picks
national
from Theo.
players.
So
In
he's
the
taking
taking
Akron to win the championship.
Seton Hall or TCU?
I've got TCU in mind again.
I got
Seton Hall.
Either
I've
way.
seen
I also have Seton Hall just
Okay.
because TCU is not a good 3-point shooting team.
Yeah.
And Seton Hall is a good rebounding team.
I like the shooters. That's just going to be my general rule.
No, that's I'm like that too.
because you got to be able to shoot in the tournament, bro.
Number 5, Houston. Number 12, UAB. This one's kind of interesting. I'm gonna take Houston in this
Houston.
one.
I'm gonna take Houston.
I like Houston basketball.
Really, y'all are sleeping on UAB.
Hey, I just
Y'all
I
are
think this is
sleeping on UAB.
Houston has the pedigree, bro. I'm sorry.
I would just like to look at this last sentence here. But there's one major flaw. The Cougars are one of, if not the worst shooting team in D1. Free throw shooting team.
Houston,
Free throw shooting team. Houston.
but they are the
Yeah,
Cougars,
they
which
do
means
suck.
they have a bunch of hot milfs in their section.
Okay, but
Bro, that's encouragement for their players. They're not losing.
the thing is,
You just tried to justify what you
UAB.
said. I'm not gonna edit
UAB,
anything out.
you're not
I don't feel
editing-
like
you're
it.
not
I'm just trying to
I
move
feel
on.
like
I'm just
editing.
trying to move on and have
Why-
my argument.
why are you
But
acting
Connor's saying this baloney.
Why are you acting like I should be ashamed of what I said, bro?
All right.
So
No-
because
number
UAB
4,
has some
Illinois.
UAB has some dynamic guards that can keep them in this game and bring it down to the wire. I don't think Houston will be able to close this game out, and UAB can come back near the last second.
So Brian's got UAB. The rest of us have Houston.
Strongly,
I'm
yeah.
still thinking Houston.
We really
Yeah.
don't have an insane amount of first shot upsets to be fair.
We don't.
Now you want to make that case? Okay.
Well, yeah, because this was the
we
one I
also
was looking
haven't
at.
got- we also haven't gotten to the Midwest. That's where things could fall.
I've
apart.
got an upset on this next one though.
You got Chattanooga.
Give me
No, that's the
Chattanooga
wrong. That's
over
the wrong
Illinois.
side. No, Theo, Kobe Coburn. We saw how big that man
I
is.
don't care.
Wait, what's this?
We saw. We were looking at the starting center for Chattanooga. Bro got twig arms,
He's huge.
and you're telling me you're stopping this guy who benches 450.
Are you? Hey, is it bad that I have Chattanooga too?
I have
Oh,
Chattanooga.
we're really doing a
No,
coin flip
okay.
for this.
Here's the
No.
thing.
I won't make y'all do that.
No,
No. I want to do it.
I
This
want
could
you
be
to listen
fun.
to me. People probably
No.
say things like this before every tournament, and then it's like, "Oh, this upset was stupid. How did this upset happen?"
But
It
why are we
happened.
picking this just because we feel like it? There's nothing
So
backing it up.
I
We
went
just
a
feel like
little
it.
bit without choosing an upset, and I was like, "I need another one. Give me Chattanooga."
Hey, they
You
won
could have
the
just picked UAB. They have a better
Hey,
chance.
That's
Chattanooga won the
UA
Southern Conference.
UAB has a way better
I got
chance
tails.
of getting an upset than Chattanooga
tails.
does.
Tails for
Right.
Chattanooga,
It's heads.
Dang it. No.
dude.
All right, we'll take
Oh,
Illinois
wait, this
there.
guy's name is Kobe Cockburn? Yeah, Illinois is that.
Yeah, that's
Over.
right. He's a 7-foot dude, averages 20 and 10. He benches
No, I
450.
know. We just said
Who
it's
is stopping that
pronounced
man
over.
on Chattanooga? Nobody.
Okay, yeah. God.
You didn't know about Kofi though?
Oh,
He was
wait,
there
what?
last year. He's nice.
Never mind. The best win that Chattanooga has is a win over VCU.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. God.
And they
It's March
lost.
Madness, you
But
never
there's,
know.
losing it.
You never know.
there's always room to improve on your best win and make it
Mm.
Illinois.
Okay.
Can Illinois shoot?
Yes, they have two
Illinois
All-American
got it.
guards.
Let me just switch my bracket really.
There you go. Thank you. And pick UAB while you're at it.
I'm picking UAB.
Thank you. All right.
Brian, this
Jeez.
is what I did last year, and I had a better bracket than you. So I don't really want to hear anything.
Okay, my excuse to that was because I had Gonzaga losing like second round. So
Why?
I don't know. I didn't really like them.
Next game is going to be number 6 Colorado State versus number 11 Michigan. This is a weird one because I think betting odds wise, Michigan is actually favored. Colorado State is the higher seed.
Now I do want to talk about some of this game. I initially had Colorado State in this easily, but I believe this is the first game of the tournament at 12:15 on Thursday. I was looking at something on Twitter. Colorado State did not get their flight until actually sometime around
Speaking of technical
sometime tonight.
If
No,
you,
just
if you
hear
were
it.
to analyze textual evidence like this, you would be
Can you at least
best
let me
English
finish
student
my
ever.
sentence? Can you at least let me finish my sentence, please, to let me figure out because they're not going to get to wherever they're playing until tomorrow until tomorrow. They're going to have 1 day of to prepare before they play early on because the NCAA gets everyone flights, but apparently they're short of captains and pilots. So
Let me grab the boat.
they weren't able to get Colorado State a flight until later on. But Michigan, because, the privileged Big Ten school was able to get their own chartered plane and get them there a few days ago, as soon as, on Monday. And I think a main reason why I was going to pick Michigan is because Colorado State is not going to have any time to prepare. They've just been sitting there waiting for their flight to get to the game, and they need every little thing they can get to get past Michigan.
so you think
Wow,
they're
Brian,
just
that was a
not.
really good point.
So wait,
I got
you think
Colorado
they're
State.
not
They can't game
practicing
plan at home?
before their flight?
No, but
They're
I'm
just
saying,
hey,
no,
our
they
flight
have
isn't for
their
3 days.
flight
We're not
later.
going to practice for 3 days. No,
No,
they're
but
practicing.
you're a Colorado State, a small Colorado State team is going into a big NCAA tournament game with maybe 24 hours to prepare when Michigan State's got all day.
What do you mean?
They can run every
prepare
set they want
beforehand.
at their own practice facility. They can run every set they want.
Yeah,
every
exactly.
day.
No, but they have to go through that entire flight right before the game starts,
Okay.
the day before. And I'm trying to figure out
Colorado
where-
State
I have
because their head
Colorado
coach
State.
doesn't punch assistant coaches.
And also,
That's
Michigan's
true.
the game is also getting played in Indianapolis,
Former Wizard though.
which is a drive from Michigan,
Indianapolis makes
which
teams
is
sad,
it's
though.
going to be a home game for Michigan,
All right,
which could also help.
give me Colorado State.
Give me Colorado.
Give me Colorado State.
Dude, I know you didn't just spend all
No,
that
because the
time.
thing is I was
What a
split.
waste.
I was split on Colorado State, Michigan, and then y'all just started just going
We're
in
not
on me for trying to make a
Nobody
point.
flamed you. We just said
Theo
Colorado
was
State.
trying to going in on me for trying to make
I
a
was
point.
arguing back. I was saying
No, I
saying 24 hours to prepare makes it sound like they haven't been able to prepare at their own practice facility.
You
for the
also
team that they know they're playing.
didn't let me finish my initial sentence.
Okay.
And
Anyway,
interrupted me midway
next.
through.
Colorado State's campus is also
What's
fire.
next?
Oh, this is good. Tennessee, number 3 versus 14 Longwood. I'm taking Tennessee.
I'm taking
Now,
Tennessee.
I do
We're
love some
Longwood.
Longwood, but I gotta go with Tennessee.
Yeah.
I'm
Give me the
taking
Volunteers.
Tennessee very strong.
I volunteer to take them as the winner.
Gosh. Okay. Number 7, Ohio State versus number 10, the
Absolutely.
Loyola Chicago Ramblers.
Loyola.
I got
Jimmy
Jimmy Lewis,
The Sister
Loyola.
Jeans. I was trying to
Aren't
incorporate
they
it. It didn't work.
13-1 in their first round series or something?
Give me-
I saw it in state.
Give me
Sister
Loyola.
Jeans.
And they're never
In her
favored.
squad.
Also, because I hate that we would chalk up every single matchup here if we don't pick
Yeah.
Loyola Chicago
And I
or
hate-
Delaware.
Ohio State is really
I wonder
easy to
why.
root against too
Mhm.
because it's Ohio State. So I'll take Loyola Chicago, Villanova, Delaware, 215.
Villanova.
I have Nova.
I have Nova.
Good.
If anyone has Delaware, I don't know.
Oh, they have the youngest
Name is
coach in the
Akron.
league too. Loyola Chicago. Drew Valentine.
If anyone has Delaware and the reasoning isn't this is my crazy upset, then what's wrong?
And the
with
reasoning
What
is
if they
I
go
like
to
I like blue hens or
Okay.
something.
Sorry,
My
what's-
favorite animal, the blue hens. What if they go to
Yeah,
Delaware?
Okay.
it's- Oh, sorry.
So Arizona,
Nova.
we're going up to the next one. Arizona, Seton Hall in the round of
Mhm.
32. Arizona is so good. I think they're the best team in this tournament.
Give me,
I
give
have
me
Seton
Arizona.
Hall.
Give me Arizona.
Arizona.
Arizona,
But
thank
You
you.
suck. We hate you.
Dude,
You
I-
stink.
True.
Ever since that Ayton year, bro, I've just been snake bitten with Arizona, which is stupid, but that's just my logic.
Someone sounds jealous that Ayton is better than Cat. 5 Houston, 4 Illinois.
Bro, that was just a random shot for no reason.
Well, it's
We're-
all
we're
about the
used to- we're
Wolves,
used
so
to
we had
that.
to bring it back.
Exactly.
We're
to
used to
Wolves.
that.
5 Houston, 4 Illinois.
16.
I have Houston and
Mhm.
oh no, I'm changing the picks on mine. Hold on.
I have.
Wait.
I also.
Wait.
I have Houston. I'm pretty split on
That's
it. To
why
be
it
fair,
said
What is it?
If you
Who's
don't
it
save,
between?
you can probably
Houston
pick
and
it.
Illinois.
I'm good.
Ooh.
Hold on, let me make sure.
I
I
usually
got the
had
right
Houston
picks.
going very far.
I've got Houston beating Chattanooga.
I have Illinois beating UAB.
Wait, so you have Illinois, you
I'm
have
taking Illinois.
they're split.
You convinced me out of
You have
Houston, Brian.
Houston.
I don't. If they
I
get
had
free
Houston on mine, but I'm gonna pick Illinois tonight.
Coburn is so
I don't
good.
know.
Coburn is
yeah.
so good.
All right. 6 Colorado State, 3 Tennessee. I'm gonna take Tennessee.
Give me
Love Colorado
Volunteers,
State.
Tennessee.
Give me
Tennessee, yeah, give me Tennessee.
Volunteers, baby.
All right. And then this is a really,
I thought about Colorado State.
All right, and then
7. Wait, no, sorry. 10 Loyola Chicago, 2 Villanova.
Give me Loyola.
give me
Chicago.
Loyola Chicago.
Oh, I was gonna take Villanova.
Oh, I was definitely going to
Coin
take Villanova. Are we?
flip.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude,
The
they do it-
Ramblers do it again.
They do it. Wait,
All right,
Theo, you're
Brian?
up.
No, Theo
it's
did it
Theo.
already.
I did last.
Oh, did
That
you?
is
Brian.
baffling.
Hey, Brian, you gotta
Heads
call
or
it.
tails?
Villanova's 85. You're not 45. Tails.
No,
got it. You got it.
Okay. Dang it.
Villanova advances. This has been.
Y'all hate upsets.
Wait, did we pick
bro.
Houston or? Oh crap!
We hate
Wrong
the
bracket.
To be like the right. No, the South isn't going to have any upsets except for UAB. That's the only one. It's just pretty chalked up.
That's not how the tournament
Chalk
works, bro.
What?
All right.
This bracket doesn't really have a whole lot that I would like to
We
predict as
come
an
to these
upset.
conclusions. So wait, you had.
It's
what game
chalk.
are we on?
It's 1 through 4.
So now we're doing
Okay,
Arizona
okay.
versus Houston.
No, Arizona versus Illinois.
Oh wait, we chose Illinois.
Yeah, 1 through 1.
Oh, okay.
I chose Arizona.
No, I'm saying Houston,
Oh,
Illinois.
against Houston.
I
Okay.
just saw my win Midwest, and I have so many upsets.
Arizona versus Illinois.
I got Arizona.
I got
I
Arizona.
also got Arizona.
Versus Illinois.
Tennessee, Villanova.
Oh, I guess
This
that's
is interesting. I'm gonna take Tennessee.
I'm
taking
taking
Tennessee.
Villanova.
I got Tennessee.
3.
Villanova. I'm saying
Okay.
my excuse for Villanova. Always do well in the tournament. Colin Gillespie, a lot of experience, very good. Best free throw shooting team. 8-5, won the Big East, which is one of the hardest conferences.
Brian, it looks like you're reading off of a script.
Yeah, I am. I'm looking. Yeah, I am. I have the
Plagiarism.
thing pulled up. That's. I'm not just gonna have this memorized.
That's my sense.
He does.
And I also just
Wait, what's
don't.
the matchup here?
Tennessee Nova.
Tennessee,
shit.
Villanova.
Tennessee lost by 18 to Nova earlier.
That was the next thing I was
Tennessee
gonna say.
has a really, really good defense.
But yeah.
I trust them in this.
I'll take Tennessee.
I did.
I don't hate it, but
I
don't
did
agree.
in my initial bracket. I went through and changed some things, but at first I had Villanova winning the whole thing.
I don't.
I'm gonna take Tennessee in this one though, just for some variety.
I know you hate me.
Okay.
And then who's the final? It's
What is
between.
Arizona, Tennessee.
Arizona and Tennessee. I got Arizona.
Arizona's very good.
Give me Tennessee.
I have Tennessee.
Flip that coin again.
Are we about to have no one seeds in the Final Four? Are we serious
Yes.
right now?
I'm fine with that.
That has
No.
a 5% chance to happen.
Okay.
Okay. No,
Here's the thing. Of
Here's
the
the thing.
years for this to happen, I'm taking this year.
Y'all don't understand how good Arizona is.
Here's the thing.
I had Arizona win it.
No. Listen.
I'm saying of
listen
all
to
the
me.
years for a 1 seed to not, or for any 1 seeds to not make the Final Four, I think it's this year.
Listen
1
to me.
seeds have like switched throughout the entire season.
Brian, you're freaking out. On my personal bracket, I have 2 1 seeds in the Final Four.
I have
It's
one.
That's
just
good.
like, but
In
like when
Akron.
when we all combine it, it gets weird.
So you're just instantly saying that we're not picking.
That we're not getting. Yeah,
We're not picking. What's it called?
We'll find a
Kansas?
way not to.
Actually, I'm not picking Kansas.
We'll find a way.
Never. I'm flipping to Arizona, bro. Never mind.
Okay,
There we go.
Arizona, that's fine.
All right, Arizona makes it.
Okay.
Even
yeah.
though I can't see Kansas getting there, but
Right.
we need to have one or
Wait,
two.
which
That is a
one?
general rule for brackets. We need at least one or two.
I refuse to
Rules.
pick Kansas.
We
to
break
pick
the
a
rules
Final
on this podcast.
They
Brian.
did.
We're breaking barriers. Okay.
True.
We're being
True. Good
innovative.
point.
Okay.
Creative.
And then we get now. Let's get to the jackpot or the mystery box division.
Do we
Oh, I
want to- do we
love
even
this,
wanna cut-
dude. I
We don't- I
love
don't
this.
think
dude.
we don't have- we have
we don't-
18
we
minutes.
don't have to go on.
Midwest. This is where things get crazy. I think this is maybe
This is the not mid
the most
Midwest.
um,
Actually, this is the
what?
Midwest. This is, gonna be-
This is mid.
this is
So
no,
English,
because the middle
channel
seeds
your
are going to
English.
advance.
okay.
The mid majors.
This is where
The mid-major.
there is most likely for a weird team to come out of. I think.
Oh, I got a great weird team to come out of here.
Well, first game,
I'm not
Kansas. Can we all agree?
Yes.
Give me. Texas
Give me
A&M,
Corpus Christi.
All right, Kansas.
Kansas.
8-9 San Diego State. I got SD State.
Give me San
I'm
Diego
split.
State, baby.
I have Creighton.
I'm split. Creighton's so hot right now, but San Diego State has the second best
Their
defense in the
defense is
nation.
really good.
Give me San Diego
Clams.
State.
Give me their
And that's going to cause havoc here in the second round. Just wait.
Number 5, Iowa. Number 12, Richmond. I got Iowa.
Iowa.
I have
Iowa's sick.
Iowa's
Iowa
crazy right now.
Iowa does fit that criteria of not making the Elite 8/Final 4 with the top 20 offense and bottom 120 defense.
So good, dude.
But
But
Keegan
Richmond is not that guy.
I have a team.
Keegan Murray is
Richmond
so good.
literally made it because they won the A-10.
Okay, now
This
this is
said
where
about Tech. Did I pick Tech to win? Yes, but they're entirely different.
hey, this is where my stuff
We're
gets
not
kind of
playing
wild
Iowa.
after this. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I fully agree.
Providence,
Any of that
South Dakota State.
Give me South
Give me
Dakota.
South
Give me South Dakota
Yes,
State.
go!
Clean sweep. Back off, Rabbit.
Get out of here.
Do we have a
So
clean
good.
sweep for South Dakota State?
Providence,
we do.
you suck.
This is the
Providence.
first one we've all agreed
South-
about other than 16 seeds.
South Dakota State shoots 45%
They're
from three.
insane.
You
Providence-
can't tell me.
Yeah, I don't trust Providence either.
Mm-mm.
I want to because they started off pretty well,
No.
if I remember. But I'm not going
They-
to.
What is
their logo? It looks like
It's a Friar.
Yeah,
That is a fryer.
Get out of here. Get out of
Wait, Friar or are they Briars?
Fryer.
Briars is an ice cream.
here. Yes, the
All right.
because they're ice cold from 3.
Number 6 LSU, who just fired their head coach.
So I think we
Number
can go with the
11
Tornadoes.
Iowa State.
I'm thinking Iowa
The
State.
Tornadoes.
Iowa State has fallen off a lot from the beginning of
Yeah.
the year. If you look at their resume, it looks really good because they were a top 25 team before they dropped to the bottom of the Big 12. They at one point they were ranked in the top 25 and 1-7 in the Big 12 play.
I think they're maybe
They did
the
turn
worst,
it around though.
I think they're maybe the worst 11 seed in this
Yeah,
tournament.
I
Any
got
other 11 seed and
The Cyclones
I think
have
Notre
everything
Dame-
you want in a
Notre Dame.
Cinderella
I got
team. Though. They're
LSU.
elite. They're elite
But-
defensively, ranking them one of the top teams in adjusted defensive efficiency, turnover percentage, and 3-point percentage.
Connor thought of that.
Well,
all
judging
by
by all of
himself.
that defensive efficiency stuff, I
That-
would
that
say
doesn't
that
mean
Rudy
a lot.
Gobert should be really good in your mind.
Really good reading though.
No.
That was impressive.
No, it's different.
I'll take
It's
Iowa.
different because between
I do.
Right.
because the
This
caliber of
next
sport.
one, I think people are going to do a little bit of cleaning up their brackets with an upset here.
Or cleaning up their teeth.
Wisconsin or Colgate.
I still have Wisconsin.
I've got Wisconsin.
I have Wisconsin. I've seen a lot of people pick Colgate.
I
I really can't
I'm
see it.
kind of
No,
I'm
I
figuring
do-
out. I'm trying to figure out why though. Like
because
why?
Colgate
Maybe
did the
it's the
same thing
random
last
upset.
year because they run the white guys that can shoot.
yeah, but they
That is their offense.
their only good win this year is against Syracuse.
That's not
Yeah, but
even
they've
that
all
great of a
again. They're
game
also really hot, and that's what you need from a team in March Madness. They absolutely wiped the Patriot.
They shoot over 40%.
They just
three.
smacked them easily,
All 5 starters have double-digit scoring averages. That's
Mhm.
crazy.
and they won the first round game last year, I believe, and they brung back the same team. So I had a stroke there.
brought.
But
Whatever.
Fine.
You
Alright,
stuttered
Wisconsin-
and couldn't even
you
find the right
it's-
word.
next is USC and Miami.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. USC and Miami. I just like both of these teams this year.
I'm
No.
going with my good friend Noah.
Miami.
I'm going with Miami.
Give me the Hurricanes.
Okay, I got Miami. I don't like either one of these teams, but
I know.
USC thrives off of their paint defense and interior shot blocking, and Miami runs a
Miami,
5-out.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
think I
fair.
changed that today.
Don't they have Mobley's little brother?
They do.
Probably.
Isn't he not nearly as good?
No,
not-
he's not.
Miami
They
has so
play
much
some-
guard scoring too.
That's unfortunate, bro. I want to take his little brother.
I'm more familiar with Miami's team, obviously. So
And then
I'll go with them. Auburn beats Jacksonville State.
Mhm.
It goes without
they're
saying.
not even informed.
Yeah,
Get out
that's-
of here. Bums.
All right,
But,
number 1 Kansas, number 8 San Diego State.
Hey, Brian.
This is where we
San
take
Diego
San Diego
State,
State.
I have Kansas in this round.
I have Kansas.
Okay.
Now, see, I want you to
Come
here.
No,
Let
wait.
me.
Let Brian convince you.
So, Kansas has struggled a lot with Texas Tech in the Big 12, right? They've also struggled with Baylor. You know what both those teams have in common? Very, very good defenses. And Kansas got absolutely shut down. They also lost to TCU for that same reason. TCU's really good defense. Shut them down. But when they play teams like, they swept Oklahoma, swept Iowa State, teams that don't have a superb defense. And that's what South Dakota State has. This is a matchup nightmare for Kansas, and there's nothing they can do about it. I got San Diego State.
I'm taking it.
I'm taking Kansas.
I'm saying y'all talking
I wanna-
about
I wanna flip a
about
coin.
upsets.
I want to flip a
Y'all
coin.
talking
Hey,
about upsets.
Hey, Jonah.
But this is when we get San Diego State.
Chaos.
Okay.
Damn it!
No.
Please.
Y'all talking
talking so much about we need just a crazy upset.
Y'all won't take any
You know what
Cinderella
we're
teams.
If
Wait,
someone would agree with me on Akron,
See, we're talking about crazy upsets, and I bring
This
with
one is
facts
this
and
one's
logic.
realistic. This one's realistic.
And this is a realistic Cinderella upset. These
Yes,
Cinderella upsets
no,
aren't random.
I agree. I don't think it's like far and away Kansas.
you act like Brian. You act like I told you that is the craziest
You know
thing
what?
you've ever said ever. No.
You also didn't agree with it.
Hold on,
Am I
let me,
supposed-
let me
must
look
be
at the
wrong.
rest of this bracket. Okay, Marquette's in the Elite Eight. That's kind of crazy.
That's the only one.
I see, but I'm
You know
telling you,
what?
you don't.
You're right. It's time to get a little wild.
Let's go.
San Diego
I've got
State.
some wild.
Aztecs.
I've got some wild.
All right.
Hey,
Iowa and South Dakota State. I got Iowa.
I got Iowa.
It's going to be a great game, but I think Iowa's just better all around.
Yeah.
Iowa's just better all around.
Iowa's just a better shooter.
Iowa State, Wisconsin. I think Wisconsin
I have Iowa
Mhm.
State.
wins here, but I wouldn't even be surprised if Iowa State wins.
Wisconsin,
I have Wisconsin.
They kind of rely on Johnny Davis.
they do.
That's it.
And Wisconsin,
And
Wisconsin
Iowa
doesn't
State
have
has a
anything
decent
that
defense.
Wisconsin doesn't have anything that makes me go, "Wow, they're a great team that's going to make a really great run in this tournament."
Yeah, I don't trust them.
I don't.
They did
And-
well in a tough conference this year, but
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just.
I'm fine though if you pick.
Wait, are we? Who did you say?
I have Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
I have Iowa State, but I don't think I'm the
Iowa
only
State,
one.
Brian.
I have Iowa State.
Oh really?
Oh,
Okay,
gosh.
flip the coin. Do it.
Flip
I
that
don't-
coin.
I
Flip that
don't-
coin.
it's your turn.
Flip that coin, baby.
Oh,
Or do you want to do me again since mine didn't?
Nah, give me heads. Give me heads. For Iowa State.
You haven't gone to me yet. You're trying to skip over
no,
me.
go to Theo. Go
What's
to
wrong
Theo.
with you?
Okay,
I've only
Go to
done
Theo.
one, bro.
Not Theo.
What?
Heads or
I've only
tails?
done one. I'll go with heads.
You're Wisconsin.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, Wisconsin.
Okay. Fine.
Wisconsin wins. So
I'm not against that, though.
Miami versus Auburn.
I hate
have
both
our-
these
Here's
teams.
where I've got Miami.
Oh,
I do like that.
Y'all want some upsets? Give me Miami.
I have
This is
Auburn in this one.
Jabari Smith is so
Miami's
nice.
guard scoring is so good.
And Auburn's also
They-
gone through a bunch of injuries and just got. If they didn't have a last-second comeback against A&M, they would have gotten
Exactly.
killed.
They did not
I
impress
don't know if
me. They
Miami
did-
has seen a team like Auburn.
Miami
I could be
But
wrong.
in the
They will
last
get
few games,
killed
Auburn
inside,
did not
dude.
impress me, though. They didn't impress me at all.
Auburn has Jabari Smith, and they have that super tall dude too.
I want to look at Miami's full
Okay,
schedule.
Miami does say they rank in the bottom 15% of rebound rate.
Yeah, Miami hasn't been
Okay.
that great. They've had.
Yeah,
Let me
You
look.
literally just said in the last one, I don't like either of these teams.
I don't. I don't. I'm trying to figure out like which flaw is worse.
I'm trying to look at the good
Is it
teams
Auburn's
that Miami
injury?
has beat this year.
UNC by like a
Who
Who do you
bajillion.
think wins? The Trailblazers with Anthony Simons and Josh Hart, or the Cavaliers without
The
Darius
good
Garland?
teams that Miami has beat.
They split with
beat
Duke.
Wake.
Yeah.
They beat Duke once. I don't know how good of a team we consider UNC. They're
They're
average.
pretty good, though.
They're an 8 seed. That's what I'm
Well,
gauging
they
them.
beat the shit out of UNC, so
And
Stop
they also
cussing.
sorry.
they swept Wake Forest and they've lost to Notre Dame.
I just wanted to yell at you. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, no.
So
They've lost.
Miami
Notre
lost to
Dame.
UVA this year.
if
Bunch of
Auburn
bums.
if Auburn played any other 7-10 team, they lose.
Yes. But
Sorry,
I
I know.
think that's
I know
what
we're
I'm
talking.
about. I'm
We're
fine with
talking
that.
about March Madness right now, but Kyrie has 39 points with a minute left in the second quarter.
Okay, maybe
What?
Yeah, what were you talking about, Connor?
Hey, maybe he do that. Maybe he do that.
Maybe you do that.
Hey, he's trying to upstage Capro the day after.
Okay, this is interesting. Number 8, San Diego State, and number 5, Iowa.
Give me that
Iowa.
Cinderella.
Give me
Iowa.
Give me
the
the defense.
stats
Give me
don't
the defense.
lie.
Dude,
The stats
I wanna know
don't
Iowa,
lie.
Iowa, bro.
No,
The
San
stats-
Diego
the
State.
stats-
Murray is insane.
Iowa's nice.
The stats
All right.
He's
don't
getting
lie.
Clay up. He's
The
getting Clay.
Iowa does not have that
I kind
offense.
of want the Cinderella.
Or no, Iowa does not have that defense.
San Diego State's the team.
And San Diego State, again, second best defense in the nation. Second best. Again,
In
do
their
I got to
respective
bring up that
divisions.
same metrics where they're very unlikely to make it to the Elite Eight with a really good offense and a terrible defense. San Diego State comes out there, good defense, holds Iowa to around 60 to 70, and San Diego State grits out another close game. They've been doing that all season. San Diego State allows 57.7 points per game. I can see them holding Iowa between 60 and 70 easily.
Who's the
What percentage of that would Keegan Murray be dropping?
They lost to Purdue.
Lost
to Illinois.
Around
good
They lost to
15-ish.
Iowa State by 20 this year.
15 points ish.
Iowa State beat them. Oh wait, no, Iowa State beat
That's what he
Iowa
averages.
by 20. Oh wait, no, we're thinking
He
about
averages
San
on that.
Diego State.
No, he doesn't.
Iowa State
Keegan
is
Murray
just the
averages
worst.
more.
Iowa State is worse
Hold on,
San
It's not
Diego
much more.
State.
Let's
Brian.
see.
Iowa State's just worse San Diego State, right?
Yeah.
Brian, you were wrong.
Iowa State.
What is it
won by
then?
You just told me Keegan Murray averages around 15.
No, I was like,
He averages
it's like 17 or
23.6.
Okay, well, okay.
That's
I
what I'm
I thought
telling
it
you.
was
He's
high teens.
insane.
He's nice.
He's insane.
He's still
You know
going to
what?
be scoring around mid-teens.
Looking at Iowa's play throughout the year, I'm gonna take San Diego State here. I like the
Yes,
matchup.
sir. I like it.
I like the matchup.
I love it.
Hold on,
So-
nope, that's mine. That's ooh.
So we've decided to do our upsets now.
Yes.
Yeah, because this is the
I said
This-
this was the
Because we
part of the
went
bracket
through
where
3/4
things
of the
go crazy.
bracket, and everyone was like, "We don't have enough
I mean,
upsets."
we can't.
No, so
okay.
now you have to do it now.
No,
question.
this is
got
no,
some,
this is
though.
no.
We have
See,
some,
see, Theo, this
especially
is the
in the
thing.
East.
We're doing these for a reason. There's a method behind this, not just Akron Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
Brian,
so
I really
want.
want to have a
Sweet
better
16.
bracket than
Wait,
you.
Sweet 16?
You're probably going to.
If I do,
you're
I
going
will-
to. You're going to. I know you are. I will admit it now.
How many
Oh, yeah,
times?
yeah, my bad.
But how many times does March Madness make that much sense? Like, oh, this is the logical exact reason,
It doesn't.
and it pulls
we're,
through.
we're not saying that this is happening, but we're saying that this has a better chance.
Prediction-wise, though, yeah.
This has a better chance of happening. San Diego State has a better chance of making it to the Elite
Yeah,
Eight
this
than
is the
Akron
only
does Sweet
upset, though.
16.
This is the
Okay.
only upset they'll give me.
Wisconsin, Auburn 2-3,
Auburn.
or Auburn's the 2.
Auburn.
Give me Wisconsin.
I don't like.
I'll take
Wisconsin.
Auburn because of Wisconsin. I'm looking at the other 3 seeds.
If I don't trust either team, I'm taking
Hold
the
on.
team with the better player.
Number 3.
That's the thing. I
3
think
is Purdue, 3 is Texas Tech, 3 is Tennessee. I think Auburn plays the worst 3 seed in this bracket,
By
and
far.
that's why they win.
Yeah.
Any other 3 seed, I think I'd
I
take
think-
the other team.
when you get to this point, you have to go with star players that can carry you through games. And Jamari Smith is that guy, pal. He is.
He's not. Dude, I might take. I'm not saying I would, but him over Chet might be a possibility in the draft.
Mhm.
I mean, this one that I look at, I got him at number 1.
Yeah, a lot of mock drafts do.
All right.
So Jabari.
Final 4, or whoa,
No,
wait,
no,
we
got-
Elite 8.
You've been
Elite
trying to
8,
skip
my fault.
San
Elite
Diego
Eight.
State, Auburn.
San Diego State, Auburn.
I got Auburn. I don't have San Diego State going that far, just because they have not seen a player like Jabari Smith.
Yeah,
They haven't. They have
Give me
not faced
Auburn.
anybody in any league of that.
Give me Auburn.
Like
So
Kansas
Auburn,
doesn't
1-5,
have that star player that really just totally throws you off like that, and neither does Iowa. That's why I have San Diego State going to this
Auburn.
Elite Eight.
Auburn does have a history, by the way, of getting into the what's it called? Of getting into the. Is it Iowa or is it? Isn't it
I was
supposed to
looking at
be?
that one.
Oh, sorry. Isn't it supposed to be? Yeah, Auburn, San Diego. Wait, what's the final 4?
It's
I was about to get to it. Do we want to split the Final 4
Oh,
into
sorry.
a segment? It's
We
we
can-
only
we
got
can
5
keep-
minutes left.
Let's keep it
just-
rolling. Let's keep it rolling.
Yeah, just
Okay. We're gonna go
We
with
have, wait, we have 4 minutes left.
Let's
Just do it
start with the
really
let's start with the
Alright.
left.
Wait, just do it really quick.
Start with the left. Texas Tech, 3 seed, coming out of their bracket. Number 2, Kentucky, coming out of their bracket. I'm gonna take Texas Tech.
I like
I'm not gonna lie.
Kentucky.
Actually,
Oh.
Give me the team that's actually won the title.
I like Kentucky because we're gonna hear 4 upperclassmen in the starting lineup.
yeah.
Kentucky has been deadly with freshmen before, and I think with upperclassmen now under John Calipari, they'll be even better. And Shibwe about to win the Wooden Award. He's incredible.
Tie.
Wish he was still in West Virginia, but I'll let it slide. And I got Kentucky in the
I'll take Kentucky too.
Okay.
Give me Kentucky.
All right, Arizona, Auburn. I have Arizona.
Arizona. Auburn is going to be a fluke Final Four team just because of an easy bracket.
Hey, but they've gotten there before.
Yeah.
Different team.
Give
though.
me
Bruce Pearl.
Give
Yeah.
me Arizona.
Bruce Pearl. Hey, Bruce Pearl, get them there.
National championship, Brian. When you watch Kentucky and Arizona,
I would
Who's
love
pulling
that so much. That would be a dream come true. That would be such a great game. Just the firepower of Arizona's offense, and how good of a team they are going against the well-coached Calipari team and big man threat of Shibwe and other insanely awesome to watch guards on Kentucky. I would love this game, but I'm picking Arizona as my champion. Arizona has not done it recently. They've not done it at all, actually. They've folded multiple years.
You're really
This
not
is their year.
You're not helping.
But I'm saying
Brian, I'm picking Arizona, but also Arizona folds every time.
yeah, no, I mean, I'm not saying this. Any of these are easy. Just like Arizona for sure, hammer it, lock. But I do think Arizona has given me no reason not to pick them this year. They have ran the Pac-12. They've ran everything. They're 31-3.
Run that.
Like
I'm gonna back to it.
I'm picking Kentucky.
I'm picking Kentucky.
I
We
have
got-
Arizona.
We got a coin
Coin flip to the
for
last
Oh
one.
my
Wait, who is it
God.
on? Is it on you? I think I did the last one.
No, the last one was on Theo because he stole it from me.
I say we do rock, paper,
Brian.
scissors for the final
All
one.
right.
No.
You know, now.
We should
Wait,
implement a tournament into this.
Okay, so let's go. So we got doing a coin flip.
No, how about this?
Let's do.
You
You two do
Rock,
wait,
paper,
you said
scissors.
Kentucky. You said Kentucky.
Yes. So you two do rock, paper, scissors.
All right.
Us two do rock, paper, scissors,
All right.
and we see what
A
happens.
best of three.
Two
Best of
best
three.
of
Wait,
three.
hold on. Get in the camera. Get in the camera. Get in the
Okay,
camera.
sorry.
We only have a minute and a half.
Sorry.
too.
Oh crap. Okay. So
Rock, paper,
rock, paper,
scissors,
shoot.
Okay. Rock, paper,
Rock,
scissors,
paper,
shoot.
scissors,
Rock,
shoot.
paper,
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yes. Okay. One
It's
on
two-
me.
It's 1-1.
All right.
Yes. God.
Oh my
I beat-
gosh.
I beat Brian. I beat
Okay.
Brian.
All right. All
I
right.
beat Brian.
Oh.
Yes! Kentucky is your champion.
All right. We've got Kentucky over Arizona. Do we want to even worry about the score? Let's not
69, 68. Because 69 is a cool number.
Nice.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
Brian.
And you
96,
just witnessed,
69.
ladies and gentlemen, congratulations! You've just witnessed the first perfect bracket in
Of all
NCAA
time.
history.
Imagine we win. That'd be wild. All right.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing I love
If
about
they
our bracket is it's risky, bro.
If they hear
It's
our thought
risky, I love
process, if they come back and listen to this podcast and hear our thought process, they're gonna be like,
And realize that we did a rock, paper, scissors at Kentucky.
Tell them bring me my money.
What if we get everything right except Akron?
they're gonna be like, this Theo guy was. A
We should have
genius."
taken Akron to win. All right.
let's
That's
give
gonna do it.
this Theo guy $1 million.
Okay,
Shut up.
that's gonna be it.
No.
Not the coffee. Hurry up and wrap it up.
That's gonna be it for this episode. We just picked the perfect bracket. So if you want to win a bunch of money, copy what we did. Again, recording Tuesday, March 15th. Should be out soon though. We'll catch y'all later.
Later.